Gopala Astrology channel, where the science meets astrology for common man's understanding. Subscribe and stay tuned to this channel for continued astrological updates. Hello, welcome once again to Gopala Astrology channel, and today it's going to be another interesting video on the placement of prayer room in your house. After studying the Vastu, where exactly we are now need to keep the God and what is going to be beneficial to us. So many of the clients have been continuously asking this question, so I thought I should make a video about the exact location for the placement of prayer room or the puja room. So that is what is going to be covered today. So let's go to the actual video. I'm going to talk about the details of the location for the placement of prayer room in the house as per Indian Vastu system. Okay, so please understand that the puja room is known as the most positive vibrations emitting zone of the house. So wherever you place the god and you keep praying the god daily, it starts adding positive value to your house. So the placement of this is extremely important, because if it goes to the wrong direction of the house, it will not give you any benefit no matter how much you pray. Okay, that's what is my experience. So I always recommend my clients to go into these three important zones or the directions. So the best zone for the placement of God is northeast zone. Okay, the second best is the east zone. The third best is the north zone. So many of the cases where clients come back to me and then say that, sir, of course this is theoretically true, practically I do not have the place to the god in any of these three zones of my house, because I have something else here, I have my main door here, and things like that. There will be n number of problems. So for them I have better solutions tonight. Okay, so I'm saying that Vastu Shastra is an extremely flexible science of home building. So northeast is perfect direction. It doesn't mean that everything has to go there. There are some other alternative directions or the zones that is possible. That's what we are going to learn today in addition to the main things. So first of all, whenever you see your whole house plot, you need to split them into two zones. Especially in the north-south axis, you can divide that into two equal portions. The northern hemisphere, you can call this as the best place for keeping the god, and the southern hemisphere, which I have put in the dotted lines right here, is not suitable for making puja room there or the prayer room there. The reason is the southern hemisphere is all controlled by demons or the negative forces of the nature. Positive sources is always placed in the northern hemisphere, and that's what is depicted here. So always split the house into two portions. The topmost one, you can call it as northern hemisphere for placement of puja room. And I also prefer strongly to make the puja room using a lot of wood rather than metal. Okay, a light element of wood is required to be placed in any of these positive directions. And then people also come back to me, what is this Brahmasthanam? What you need to do is draw two diagonals, northeast corner and southwest corner, join them by a straight line. You can hold a string or something like that. And the same thing, you can do the same from the northwest to the southeast. Wherever there is a point of intersection in the center of the house, that is called Brahmasthanam. We can even place the god in the Brahmasthanam. I will explain to you shortly. So I hope it's very clear. Divide the house into north and south zones or the hemispheres and put the god only in the northern hemisphere. All right, so please take a screenshot of this, and I recommend you to strongly understand this slide very well and go back to your home and understand where is the placement of God in your house. Is it properly done or not? If not, you have to change it. All right, first option for puja room is right here. I have this as a blue zone. Anywhere here is good. Second option is the east. You can see that half of the equator or the diagonal, the zone line is right in the center. I would like to put it slightly above that. center line. All right, that is the second best position for puja room to be there. The third best position for puja room is right in the north. Okay, so if any of these three combinations are not possible, I would recommend you to go to the Brahmasthanam or the center of the house. So this is the fourth best position, and the fifth best position is the west zone. That is where Saturn resides. And please, please, please understand. I'm telling you 10 times. Please do not put any god in southwest zone. This is the demonic area where Rahu Bhagavan lives here, the negative area. You cannot put positive God here at all. Okay, now coming to the directions. Once I tell my clients about the zones where you have to put your prayer room, they will come back to me which direction the deity has to face or the idol has to face and which direction I have to face when I am doing the prayers. The answer is right here, my friend. The arrow mark which is shown here, this shows that the person, the owner of the house who is doing the prayers must face to the eastern direction and the god must be facing the western direction. This is the most ideal one. The next one also is shown like this. Okay, so face to the east or north direction when you are praying. Suppose it is not possible, you need to put the god facing towards the east, like how it is there in the temples and all that. It is still possible. You can always pray to the west direction. Okay, but never to the south direction. South direction praying is totally prohibited because south direction has Lord Yama or the Lord of Death. Okay, you cannot pray to the God of Death. That's the key here. So I'm putting one more arrow here. This is showing to the western direction. Okay, so that is how it is, and the two blinking areas here is the best place for you to place the god. That's what is the option that you should choose if it is there. Okay, and again I'm demonstrating it very clearly for the benefit of those who have not understood. You are the owner of the house, you are praying to the god the eastern direction. The god is facing to the western direction, and vice versa is also allowed. The god can be seeing the eastern direction and you can be praying towards the western direction. Now, the don'ts, warning signals where the puja room should not be located. This is very, very, very important. Okay, puja room or the prayer rooms should never be placed below the staircases. See, it is irrespective of any religion you are. I am just showing the Hindu gods here. It can be any religion. You can put your Jesus Christ here or Lord Allah. It doesn't matter. It is all energy levels of gods is exactly the same. They are all the positive energy ones. You should never do these prayers below the staircase. The reason is whenever you are climbing the staircase, you are stepping on the top of the god and you are suppressing the positive energy there, which is very, 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 very bad. All right, never do that. It's a crime in the textbooks of Vastu. And one more warning I would like to give is that many people still keep on continuing the usage of broken idols and damaged idols. You should never, never, never do that. The moment the idol is broken or damaged, the positivity of that is gone. It becomes a negative radiating idol. So that should be properly taken, disposed respectfully in any flowing river water, and then you must install a beautiful fresh idol in that place. Okay, so let's understand what are the things that we need to really follow in a summary form. Okay, I'm going to read it out to you. Please take a screenshot of this and follow this for your own benefits. Okay, as per Vastu, the best location for puja room I have told you is north and east zone or the corner of the house. The east and west are second best position still. Okay, the puja room should be placed on the ground floor. That means if you are having multiple floors in your house, always make the main puja room appear in the south, in the ground floor. Okay, the idols should be always facing the east or west direction. I have explained to you all. The next one, the idols should be placed at least an inch away from the wall. That means don't go and cut the idol of Lord Krishna or something like that. Fix it to the wall. There should be some gap so that the energy flow happens smoothly. The idols in perfect conditions should be placed. That means you should not have any broken or damaged idols in the puja room. Then the puja room should have the door. I'm talking about the door of the puja room should be either facing the east direction or the north direction. Okay, you try to use mostly the two-shutter door. Okay, always make it in the wood. Avoid the metal doors for the puja room. All right, and inside the puja room itself, try to only use white light or light yellow light. Okay, it should be there in the puja room walls. And what are the things that I should avoid? Don'ts. Also, please take the screenshots of this. What are the don'ts? Okay, puja room should not be placed in the south or southwest direction, especially where the Rahu is there. Do not make the puja is inside the kitchen. So you are cooking, there is a fire energy there, and the bedroom, you are sleeping, you are doing many activities there. Please, please, please do not put the puja room in the kitchen or in the bathroom. Never make a puja room in the basement or in the first floor. A basement means it is again you are putting the god into a very low level. So please never do that. Okay, it should be in the ground level, in the ground floor of the house or the building. Okay, do not make puja place below or next to any toilet or kitchen. This is extremely bad because the kitchen, the toilet is considered as a sink. It is taking out the negative energy from the house, whereas the god is going to be positive. So once you combine them, and if there is a common wall between them, the house will never progress. The owner of the house can never progress because positivity is coming, but it is getting drained out as well. And at the same time, for the kitchen as well, if it is attached to the kitchen or within the kitchen where there is fire element, you should not connect the god there. The positive energy gets burnt away. Okay, do not make any puja place under the staircase. I have explained to you with the picture. And then should not face idols, should never face the south direction. However, there is an exception that Lord Hanumanji is the only god who has the license to face towards the south direction. He can face, and then he can protect you from all the evils in the house if possible. Right? So put only Hanuman to the south facing, but whereas the rest of all the gods must be either east or west direction facing. All right. So never keep the photos of the passed away people. Please, please, please. This is very, very important. Suppose your grandfather or grandmother, or even if your father is senior person, if he has passed away, do not keep their photos inside the puja room. So that's going to be a very, very negative scoring in the placement of puja room itself. Okay, and no one should sleep in the puja room. Don't make it as a rest area, right? So always it is be only reserved for God. Never keep any dustbin inside the puja room itself. Anything you have to clear the clutter, put the dustbin outside the puja room. All right. So finally, I'm just recalling you all from the previous video, the takeaway of that. The whole of the house, you should take this as one individual Vastu Purusha who is sleeping or sitting in the opposite reverse direction facing to the ground. His head is right there in the northeast direction, and his arms are spread like this towards the northwest, east and east southeast like this, and his legs are right there in the southwest direction, and his stomach or the tummy is in the Brahmasthanam or in the center. So as long as you treat the house as a human being, you know where to place. Do not place any heavy weight on the head of the Vastu Purusha. It's going to give you the best of the results. Okay, all the names of the gods are given. North is for Kera, the god of wealth. East is the Surya. I'm talking about this east. It is going to give the name and fame. The Indra is also the same. Indra and Surya, they are very close together, and they give name and fame. And then Yama is totally to be avoided. It is the god of death. And Varuna and Lord Saturn resides in the west zone of the house. All right. So with this, we have come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, please type it in the comment section. I need all of you to subscribe and motivate me so that I can come out with more and more knowledgeable videos in astrology and Vastu for the benefit of mankind. Thank you very much.